Good evening, Twitch. How you doing? It is Tuesday, December 22nd, 2020. 3 more days until Christmas. Hopefully you'll have yourselves a little bit of merriment, and that comes Friday. Perfect actual day for it to be Christmas. Give yourself a little bit of a 3-day weekend. But we're back. We're going to be playing a little bit more of Darksiders 3 tonight. But first, a little bit of business before we jump on in. And we might actually be finishing this game tonight. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. If we do beat the game early, that means I'll be messing around with a little bit of the DLC, which involves the Crucible and the Lost Void. Messed around with a little bit of that a little bit earlier on when we got the first Hollow aspect, but we couldn't actually do much at all or explore much of anywhere, given that we had none of the other forces or other hollowed elements with us. But first things first, 2018 VODs are finally uploaded, so we're caught up on those. Obviously, they have not been published to the YouTube channel yet. 2017, so I'm currently sticking to the itinerary of always having something published every single day. So if it's an entire Beat the Backlog project, everything from there will be uploaded and published. And if it's a couple of game archives, usually something that's related or the same, same game basically, they'll be uploaded on the same, or they'll be published on the same day as well. 2019 is our next goal here. I'll be kind of doing the same, like pretty much for the past couple months. I've been doing a kind of a furious, consistent uploading every single night, uploading 15 VODs onto the YouTube channel, making sure which ones get copyrighted, if there's any other visual copyright claims. Thank goodness there haven't. Everything has kind of been, majority of games have kind of fallen under the audio copyright system. So there hasn't been too much of an issue with that. So I'm just going to let them have, like, whoever actually claims it, just going to let them. I'm not going to fight it. The important part is that those are actually just simply archived and backed up. I now have the VODs from 2015 to 2019 on their own little hard drive, and I'll probably actually be probably go out and get another hard drive just for the 2020 VODs. Yes, the file size is that big. I do need to actually figure out a better way to do it, because 2015 to 2019 was all straight rips from from my Twitch channel here. Had to actually use Twitch Leecher. 2020, there's not too much 2019. I don't have the default VODs, but I did download the VODs from the Twitch channel. But with 2020, though, I have the majority of VODs thankfully recorded and kept in their MP4 format. So they're in 1080p. They're in a much higher quality. The only problem is, though, the file size is so massive. So what's probably going to happen is once I reach that point, I'll probably be focused on testing out a few things. First test is just a straight upload, see how long it takes. Just one at a time. Obviously, if you're uploading a bunch of files at once, that can take forever. But if you just upload one file, well, that shortens it a whole lot, even if the file size is 30 gigabytes or more. Which is what we're kind of running into here with these 4-hour streams and such. But I'll probably, if that's not going to work, if it takes too long, as in I'm not going to be able to stream that night, what I'll probably actually end up doing, I'll probably run the videos through a video editor and mess with some settings here. I'm going to try and not compromise on the video quality, but I have a good feeling that I could easily get rid of the alternate soundtracks that are simply recorded and mess around with those. And I'll probably actually get another external hard drive dedicated just for the 2020. I'm going down a deep, dark rabbit hole here. I honestly wish, though, that there were actually like the portable hard drives, so your standard 2.5 external hard drives. I wish they were in 6 terabytes. That, to me, is like the safety for me at the moment here. Obviously, I'm probably going to need bigger, given that, but I'll probably go out and buy myself another external hard drive and see what I can actually fit in. For now, why don't we actually jump on in and let's play ourselves a little bit more Darksiders. I did mess around with the settings a little bit. return them back to their defaults from when I actually originally started playing. Simply because frame rate. Anything for good frame rate. I'll be more than happy to take that over any other concern I may have. Because you can make your game look as beautiful as possible, but to me, frame rate will always be king. And if I have to stutter to 10 or 15 frames per second in the actual game itself, obviously not the stream, I kind of want to make sure the game actually looks good. Also, I'm trying to actually increase the volume as well, so the game might be a little bit louder than normal, so we shall see. I swear the hardest part of any in terms of streaming is always just kind of getting your audio settings correct. If they aren't right, well then you are hosed. So real quick though, quick recap, we actually captured the God, what was the sin? The sin of Malice? I want to say Malice. Let's say Malice. We captured him, and we also harvested the soul of Abraxas, the soul that the Lord of Hollows wanted. We also did a bit of adjustment here. We actually leveled up, where was it? Here we are, the Malice of Scorn here. We actually gave it the, Wrath of Azazel. I'm actually going to swap that. And the reason I'm actually going to swap that with the Edge of Scorn here, even though this will cause the Edge of Scorn to do less damage, the actual Wrath bonus per hit per weapon, I feel like I'm actually going to be using... I feel like I'm going to be using this... I'm probably actually going to be using the hammer more. So I actually want the damage there. But when I actually want to get Wrath, I don't mind actually swapping between. We also actually upgraded the Enoch there, thanks to Eric from last night's stream. He pointed out to me that I forgot, apparently, an enhancement there. So now we have a 9% amount of havoc generated per minute. Obviously, it's not a lot, but actually it is a lot, because now we basically have it set up so we're always regenerating Wrath, we're always regenerating Havoc, and we're always regenerating health. So that is a lovely amount of regeneration we're getting here. Not too bad, actually. Hey, how's it going, board? Just started. We just started, so thankfully you haven't missed much at all. You have not missed much at all. I think if anything, actually what I will do then... I'm actually torn here on the damage. You know, actually, I'll leave the Force Armor on. I actually do like the Force Armor. I'm just making a quick swap here between the two. And the other one we were using, where was it? Where's our balanced? What's with this music? I don't remember hearing this music before. Apparently the pause music has music. Who would have known? But I'm doing well. I'm about to actually do a couple of pit stops here. I'm actually going to buy a couple. We actually finished the Scar last night.
Good eating. Take your
We
time.
actually don't have much else to do in this game.
Excellent job.
This actual goal here for me is actually go and check out... That's the wrong thing.
Please take your time.
I'm actually gonna go and see the Lord of the Hollows and see Death to Protein. Not Death to Protein, I need protein to live. I need protein to build muscle. Don't take away my protein, please. Honestly, if it wasn't for bread, I'd be a carnivore. How's it going, Newton? Hopefully you guys are doing well today. I want to go check out the Lord of Hollows here and see what happens. I'm gonna guess that has to do with Murray Skelter. Alright. So this is gonna be interesting. I want to see what happens here. Does this tell us to go off way?
Welcome, horseman, to our final encounter.
Mistress, wait!
Lord of Hollows, what's happening?
Now! Answer me!
Are you here to end me?
You should know. You prophesized it.
Yes, I did. And if there was ever a time to strike me down, it is here, now, before my becoming. So, what comes next, horseman?
Oh, we actually have a choice. I'm actually very confused. This game is just throwing... What is with this game and throwing me the binary choices? Seriously, yesterday was Abraxas. Had to decide if I wanted to kill him or not, and now I'm actually chosen here. Either to kill the Lord of Hollows or spare him. And the Lord of Hollows... You know what? If the game is prophesizing that I'm going to kill him, I'm going to spare him. I'm going to spare him and see what happens here, because we actually have the soul of Abraxas that we're supposed to actually give him.
Abraxas said you mean to hollow the earth. That you used me to gain the power to do so.
The demon who speaks true. Now I have seen everything, but Abraxas did not.
Tell me.
There was a time long ago when I belonged to the Charred Council.
Liar!
Is it so difficult to believe that I could be counted among their number? I was a force for balance, believed in the work of the Council. But after eons, I became disenfranchised. Their feeble lip service toward the very concept of maintaining balance became all too dogmatic. They quickly reduced their focus to policing the forces of heaven and hell. But in doing so, they did not account for humanity.
Humanity? They are but...
Peerless simian, yes. Playthings of angels and demons, the forgotten class. But they were meant for so much more. Humans were always meant to embody the universal balance. They were created to evolve.
You flatter them.
No, they simply do not fear them as others do. Someone means to prevent humanity from reaching its full potential. They did so with this premature war.
And the Council?
Allowed it to happen, and no, they cannot prove it. It was removed from their ranks long ago. But I heard whispers and saw the signs. Thus I prepared my gathering of souls from angels, from demons, from humans. It's an endeavor meant to offer humanity the opportunity to see its potential realized. My final penance for a lifetime of complicity.
I don't understand.
I am the vessel. You are the guardian. As I said when we met, to achieve balance and save this world from heaven and hell, one must choose a side. I have chosen mine. It's you, Fury. Now, what do you choose?
I choose... life.
It is a good feeling to have a purpose again. Isn't it? My becoming.
Mysterious stone sigil. The trinket trembles, threatening to shatter from the immense pressure of what it contains. Voices call out. At once, a loud roar is quiet as a whisper, and as quiet as a whisper.
Killed him?
He was mad. Mad as the rest.
Something else you want to tell me, mistress?
Yes. I'm tired of demons with delusions of grandeur.
This feels like I should have done that last. Also, thank you very much, Zekret, for the emote. Well, that was
Good eating.
interesting.
Please
That was-
take your time.
Well, there's only one person I could bring this to that makes sense, and that's Thane. The Lord of Hollows actually did kill himself. Or he met his end. And we lost the soul of Abraxas. Interesting. I'm sorry, that delivery line, though, of I choose life is just funny. I honestly should have recorded that. Hey, old Thane, think you could do anything with this? Just, you're a maker.
What do you need?
Nope, you can't do anything with it? That's a shame.
Lay down a mighty hurt, are we?
That's a shame.
Didn't think it was possible, but now you're even deadly. Oh, what you didn't think it was possible, but
There we go.
interesting. Bests and blessings to you, Fury.
Alright. Well, with that done out of the way, there's only one place left to go, and that literally is Pride.
Good eating. Please take your time.
And if I remember correctly, here we go, South Side. Oh, right. I currently have the... There it is. There's my soul farming form. I mean, if I'm gonna lose all these souls here, I might as well get as many souls as I can get from it. Just gonna put these towards a level. I don't even think... Really? There.
Good. This will be fun. As you wish.
All right.
Farewell for now.
All right, let's go fight Pride. Let's see if she'll actually want to fight us now. You're about to... You know, it's always weird when something like that happens. You're about to enter the final act. You will not be able to return to complete any incomplete boss encounters. Wait. What do you mean incomplete boss encounters? Wait. They still do the animation. Why do they still do the animation? That is weird. I'm gonna guess this is DLC stuff then. All those weapons then. Actually, speaking of which, how much damage do I do with this thing? 100. No, that's a lot of damage. Not as much damage, but the Wrath will actually more than compensate. Alright. Well, I can't think of anything else to do, though. Well, unless I want to try and find the last of the humans. I have a feeling there's still actually some humans I left. 660 health. 53% increased physical strength, 63. All right. You know what? We're already here. We're doing it. Let's finish this game off. There's still all the DLC we can mess around with anyway. Nice tower. The Tower of Pride. Oh, and she's just there. Really, just ready for a throwdown. That's honestly impressive. Alright.
Confidence suits you.
When earned, yes.
You are proud. See, I never understood why pride was considered a deadly sin. The power you feel now after having completed an arduous task, isn't it empowering? You've shown great promise, done exceptional work. Don't you deserve something for it?
Perhaps, but not from you.
Before you make a tragic mistake, I'd like to make you an offer. You've seen the world. You've seen the state it's in. You're smart enough to know that someone somewhere has lied to you. There is no plan. There is no balance. It's all lies. But imagine if it were true. Imagine if you and I truly set out to give the world a direction. Order. Isn't that your true purpose? We could be the force for balance the world deserves. We could be greatness.
At one time, that speech might have worked on me. But that was when I did not understand how ugly pride could be.
Take off the mask.
Thank you for your generous offer, but if this world is to be fixed, neither of us will be the ones to do it.
Oh dear.
Great to look at yourself. You'll see nothing but an ignorant, broken place.
Oh, I see what they wanted me to do. Okay. Or not. Oh no, it is what I'm supposed to do. Okay. Oh, that is such a slow attack. I will do it. Build up that wrath.
You are to try and best me.
No, you're still using the shield. Oh, I don't even generate any wrath from this.
Leading to death with such grace. I'm sure your brother would be so proud.
That is, I love, honestly, the stasis wrath is stupidly good. Just simply because it will just give you free health. And you don't even lose any health. Like, it's just bonus health. That's literally what the stasis hollow is for. whenever you use the Wrath attack. This isn't the ideal situation, but I'd be taking a whole lot more damage.
Nothing will accomplish your whole miserable life will compare to that which I have built.
Oh, she angry.
It saddens me to see you play out this role. You need not be anyone's sword.
Oh, she has lasers. Oh no! Not want to buy in near anywhere near these lasers. Or maybe I do. Ah, damn it. I wasn't watching my health. Should have backed off and healed. I'm already underestimating how much health I have. Or overestimating. Let's try this again. Really? The whole cutscene? It's a shame we don't get to see her face. I would love to see her face. Oh, I guess just any damage will do then. Aw. I'm just gonna assume that does damage. There we go. Does that? Oh, it does. Actually, it does drain over time.
Nothing will accomplish your whole miserable life will compare to that which I have built.
Okay, that was just me tanking an entire wave of attack. What the? I was afraid the laser would do that. That laser literally just shreds your health. I literally lost 3/4 of my health from that. Oh, buddy. Actually, you know what? If I'm going to be using that, I'm just going to be... do this then. Oh, that actually does do damage. Okay. She's my worst enemy type. She literally fights so slow. She's always so slow on those attacks.
Ugly little thing. Why do you even try?
For the balance! Oh, that is so much wrath you get from that. That is amazing.
Your whole miserable life will compare to that which I have built.
Alright, let's try this again. Maybe I should actually see if I can destroy that statue. Oh, maybe I can. Hang on a second. Can I? No. Okay, I cannot destroy that. Do have to be careful though. Oh, that. God, that. What the? All right. New idea. Just gonna...
Don't do that.
I am bleeding out health here. That's really bad. Oh no. It's gonna... As long as I'm near this thing, I'm actually fine. I'll be okay if I stand near this thing. I can actually destroy this thing. It's a shame I can't do anything. Well, maybe I can actually. I wonder. Ah, shoot. And that bonus health. Also, hopefully your shield won't actually regenerate. Oh, it does. Shoot. Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay, good.
Did you speak to the Lord of the Hollows? He knew. He too was proud.
Tell me about the council.
Your so-called masters are infected with pride. They serve no balance. Who do you think released the Seven from our prison? What purpose do we serve without humanity to corrupt? Tell me my words do not ring true. You cannot deny the pride that still resides within you, can you?
Enough empty flattery. Tell me everything.
You already know everything, mistress. The great irony here is that for once, your enemy is right. You should feel pride, but you do not. You only feel fear. Fear that you came this close to greatness, only to fall!
See? Your council betrays you.
Watcher?
Always so pretty.
Ooh.
I used to be so jealous of you, sister.
Envy. No.
Wait, how? How was the Watcher envy?
Was all true. Yes, all of it. I envy that ignorance. Bliss, is it not? You know what else I envy? Your power. And thanks to our mutual benefactors, that power is mine! Pride had it right. The Charred Council set you up. They want us all dead. All seven sins and the horsemen. No! Oh, but I knew better. Jealousy, smells jealousy. I took the form of a trusted servant, and you, horseman, became both my sword and my shield. With the other sins out of the way, I will destroy the Charred Council once and for all! Only then will the Earth finally be mine! Pride goeth before the fall! A bit on the nose, but the message is clear!
I'm curious how Envy was able to hide as a Watcher. I have many questions.
You snore. Maybe it's a broken nose. Well, looks like you've been busy. Doing what, I have no idea, other than getting your ass handed to you.
Who are you, human? To speak to me like this?
Oh, I'm just another refugee, like you. But I am not strong enough to defend the balance. That's your purpose.
I have learned that I am weak.
Well, maybe now you finally understand how all humans feel. Pulled into a war they never asked for. Left to their own devices against forces they cannot possibly understand or effectively fight. All of humanity has been betrayed. And yet, they still fight on. What about you?
I strayed from the path. I have been jealous. I have been wrathful. I have been lazy. Worse and more. All the things the seven sins stand for, and I have paid dearly for it.
So in other words, you have lived.
Yes.
Good then. You're finally alive. And with life, there is always hope.
Hope. I was humbled in my battle with envy. No doubt she's on her way to destroy the Charred Council, even as we speak. And I remain stranded on Earth, so when you speak of hope, human, I cannot concur. All hope is lost.
No. Haven is built on hope. Come, speak to Ulthane. You'll see.
You know, Joseph there it sounds like a very familiar voice actor I should know. Well, let's see what's up.
Why did they help me?
It's, kind of what humans do. And the fact that you sent more than a few survivors our way didn't hurt.
All for naught.
We didn't pull you from the rubble to quit now. Envy holds the power of the Seven. Your betrayal can be seen on your face. Left for dead like some useless, discarded thing. But it is not over.
Here, take it. A gift from the Lord of Hollows. Deserves to be in stronger hands than mine.
You know not what you offer, Horseman. You cannot be serious.
It's important. Clearly, I'm not worthy. Don't you want it?
This was not meant for me. The Lord of Hollows knew whom he was choosing. His faith will not be questioned. Not by me, anyway.
What?
This milestone should be acknowledged. If you won't do it, I'll do so for you.
A reflecting pool?
Aye, with a few adjustments. But it's only meant for you. Will only take you to your heart's desire.
I desire only to finish what the Council began.
Find your resolve, Horseman. It's all you have now. And it is what you need if you're to stop envy and unseat your former masters.
Alrighty, we are in go mode here apparently.
Humanity wouldn't be here without you, Fury. Remember that.
That voice it's gonna drive me insane.
Come in and prepare yourself for battle. We've received word of your many victories. You've brought so many. Welcome, one and all.
You've brought so many humans. Welcome. We know the final battle is imminent.
I like the design of the makers. Well, let's see here. Any last second things we can do? Well, we need to actually get ourselves a few souls, a few healing items too. Wait, did I really? Oh, they actually did remove it from my inventory. All right. Well, first things first. Want to actually get ourselves a few items here. Yeah, we need more. That should do it.
Good eating. Take your time.
Oh, I'm gonna need a lot more then.
I knew you couldn't resist. An excellent
I'm gonna need
choice.
another, what, 6,000? I'm gonna need another
As
6,000.
you wish.
Oh no, 1,200. That's what I'm gonna need. That's literally what these consumables are for now.
What would you ask of this? Take your time.
Get the last of these.
I knew you couldn't resist. An excellent choice.
Anything else?
As you wish.
I'm actually surprised Pride was not as difficult as I thought she would be. Although I thought there would be something else to do with the mechanics.
Well met, Fury. All
right.
Let's see what I can do for you.
Ah, I'm one short. You're kidding me. I am literally one short from upgrading this thing to the balanced form. I probably missed an angel's body along the way. That's unfortunate. That would have been amazing to have unlimited havoc.
Interesting.
That's a shame.
All right. Let's see what I can do for you.
What was the other one I had equipped here? No, not arcane damage reduction. Which one was that? I think it was the Chaos. Havoc. There it is. At least I can actually add that.
Best work.
I'm wondering, actually, this game has to have a New Game Plus. It'd be insane if it didn't.
Interesting. Aiming to lay down a mighty herd, Terry?
Can I actually get pieces of adamantine?
Take care. And, watch your back, eh?
Probably also get that one last level up as well.
What would you ask of this humble? This will be as you wish. Take your time.
Oh, it can get pieces of adamantine. Augments up weapon up to 9.
As you
You know what? I probably don't need to worry about the weapons. And actually, maybe I should actually get these. Oh, that's right. Okay, so I just need the Edge of Scorn, honestly, up more damage. Because that's generated per hit with weapon. That's just... Ooh, that's all the good stuff there. Actually, then... I can't believe that's like a small one. That should do it.
What would you take your time? A wise decision.
I should have actually checked to see how much I need. How much do I actually need to get my edge form? Also, I still don't understand what Envy took from Fury.
Well, that's Fury. Aiming to lay down a mighty herd, Terry? Anything that was possible.
Okay, so I need 6 more, huh?
You're even deadly. Interest. Take care. And, watch your back, eh?
Need 6 more.
What would take your time? An excellent
1,
choice.
2, 4,
A
5,
wise decision.
6.
As you wish. As you wish. This will be fun for both of us.
It will be fun.
As you
I wonder how high of a level you can get, because I could probably make, like... I don't know, how many levels could I actually get from this? I'm actually gonna do this. I could probably get, like, 100 levels or something insane like that.
Well, that's Fury. Aiming to lay down a mighty herd. Some of my
There we go.
best work.
244, that's actually a good amount. Oh, not 244, 232.
Interesting. Good luck to you, Fury.
Alright. Well, I don't think there's anything else to do here, so let's go. See where this goes, then. I'm actually surprised there's been nothing else, like, involving this outside party.
You've been so long watching and judging that you've forgotten how to fight!
Dare attack this holy sanctum?
I do! I dare! Because no one else ever has! And that makes this easy. Sweet! You blood-bloody sons of whores have had this coming for eons, and you have no one but yourselves to thank for it.
Your lust for power will be your undoing, Envy.
Well, isn't that the pot calling a kettle black? When I'm done here and you're nothing left but pebbles, I will simply wait out the apocalypse and destroy whatever weakened generals remain. The Earth will be mine.
It's over, Envy! You have failed!
Kill her, horseman. We command.
Oh, shut up! You command nothing but my scorn, and you will know my fury soon enough!
Blasphemy!
Yield or die, Envy!
Seriously?
No, but it was worth a shot.
Let's go.
There is no life left for you! Even if you beat me, things never but what? That we do!
Uh-oh. Oh, that's a familiar ability I'm aware of. That is definitely an ability I'm familiar with.
There is nothing you have that I do not.
Really, wow, it's just throwing all of the sins around.
I do not envy what you're about to feel next. Too slow.
Whoa. What the heck is going on here? No invincibility frames are there.
This is the only time I will ever
Oh no!
another living soul.
Why are you so slow on attacking? Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that is...
I do not envy what you're about to feel next.
Uh-oh.
Too slow.
Literally a shockwave.
There is no life left for you, even if you beat me, sins never. But what horsemen can actually do?
What the... This is a very interesting fight. Why do I keep getting the wrong timing for that?
How did we both aspire to greatness, both hit our kids. Only I have everything, and you have nothing.
What am I targeting? I don't... What am I targeting? That is so strange.
You are no better than that careless.
Fine. Oh, that was a small healing charge. Shoot. It does. That is very much just Death's face. Or Death's mask, I should say. So where does it start me then? Does it start me back on Earth? It literally starts me back on Earth. I swear to God, if the game was actually going to crash for me skipping that scene, I would be laughing. Okay, that does not affect you at all.
I do not envy you this death. Dishonor and disgrace. Too slow.
Oh, that is a long range. Love that wrath.
You are no better than I am. We are the same.
Oh no. I would really like to be able to actually target her. I don't know what I'm actually targeting out there. I'm clearly targeting something strange out there. Throwing the malice at me. A wrath. I would really like to target her. There is some... Why are the final boss fights so buggy? Don't get it. I'll leave a whole lot sooner for that. The worst part is this is probably just phase 1. Oh! First time she used her guns.
have finally accomplished your task, Fury. Perhaps you should be rewarded. But perhaps not. Envy may have caught us unawares, but we have more than enough power to deal with an insect like you. You have overstepped your bounds, horseman. You shall be punished, along with your brothers, like the impudent child you are.
No! I will not die like this! I will not allow your corruption to spread!
Stop! Where did you get that? Deliver that unto us.
No. No. I don't think it was made for you. Besides, feels pretty good.
Such arrogance! Such gall!
No, that would be pride. This is truth. And the truth is, this can destroy you!
You'll never find out, wretch!
I am so confused with this ending.
Unity is key. If we're to move forward from here, we must move as one.
You won't make it.
The Council.
Enraged. No doubt fueling the attack on Haven in secret. If you have a plan for them... The time is now. Heaven, hell, the Charred Council. They wish to see them annihilated. You know this, but perhaps you don't know the reason. Even before the apocalypse, why were your lives so hard? Because you were created for a great purpose and left unprotected. So those who fear you have set out to destroy you with false promises and wars and sin that they blame on you. They all fear you. That fear can be used against them. Humanity can win this war.
Look around you. This is what's left of humanity, and we are in no shape to fight a war on the scale you suggest.
No. You must hide.
From the eyes of heaven and hell? The Council? That's exactly what must be done. But what humanity needs more than a good hidey-hole is a protector.
A protector?
Oh.
Charge! Let the armies of hell eliminate all that is human. Once and for all, we shall raise this planet. Will buy us the necessary time to shuttle the other humans away.
Away to where?
Not back to the council chamber. What sort of a maker would it be if I built a doorway that only connected 2 places, huh? Your heart's desire, horseman. A safe place for the poor and wanted.
I don't understand.
Aye. Well, you will. Sadly, you will understand it all as you travel with them.
Me?
They are in need of a protector, and you need a new purpose. Am I wrong?
Oh!
I vow to use all of the powers in my possession to protect humanity. And one day, we will set things right. Together. Uthane, my brother, War, is an innocent in this drama. If you ever find an opportunity to assist him in any way, I would ask you to do so.
I will.
Thank you, Maker. May our future be one of justice.
Aye. Safe travels, horseman.
Strife.
I didn't. Probably should have when I saw the dual guns. That... I could see why that game gets such a low time on how long to beat. How long to beat actually has this listed as 14 hours. That is also really strange credits. Are these the developers? Are these the voice actors? I don't know who these... Like, I'm going to guess it's the staff here, but it's kind of strange. It's literally just a... This is like the type of credits I create because there's only one person. Or like the staff is so small, but this is an entire company. I actually do like this game. This game still has some bugs, especially with the targeting system. But it's a lot more self-contained, and I'm actually okay with it. I think, if anything, the only weird parts I find with it is the binary choices that come out of nowhere, and I'm honestly curious if they actually lead to something. Because there are effectively 2 choices. And other than that, though, you actually have yourself a pretty solid Dark Souls game. It's like Dark Souls mixed with not a God of War, with the basics or the foundation of the Darksiders combat system. Obviously, it leans a lot more towards Dark Souls, because you do not get any invincibility frames. I will tell you that right now. There are very, very little. See, there you go. That's what I was expecting for credits. It's like, here you go, this department. Well, this is THQ. This is THQ Nordic. These are the publishers. Which is a little weird. There we go. That's actually what I was looking for. Voice talents. Sissy Jones, Watcher, Frida Wolf. Bill Lamar is Bill Lamar was Vulgrim? Let's see. Lord of Hollows. Strife. Of course that was Phil Lamar. That's whose voice I was thinking of. Wow. I Man, I do not remember Philomar being Vulgrim. Imagine, the Green Lantern as Vulgrim. I'm perfectly fine with, Philomar being Strife. That is a powerhouse of a voice actor there. Story and script by Man of Action. I'm still curious because I kind of honestly thought this game would have gone into the deeper plot of the game, because there's clearly... It's actually weird. This game actually didn't finish the fight or anything like that. I mean, it's clearly a prequel to the events of war. Actually, if anything, I guess Darksiders 1 is technically the end of the story. Because at that point, you have the Four Horsemen, and I guess you assume that the Four Horsemen overthrow the Charred Council. I'm making an assumption here, but still. It's like we basically got the epilogue first. Death kind of does his own thing as a way to restore humanity, but I'm curious. But that actually kind of leaves a couple of questions of is at what time does he play in terms of restoring humanity? If anything, the Nephilim were basically the original humanity that everyone feared. They just haven't developed compared to the forces of heaven and hell and the Makers. I'll be honest, actually, I'll still say I actually like Darksiders 1 combat the best. That felt the least buggy and the most responsive. This definitely comes in second, because it really does play like a Dark Souls game. So, honestly, hats off to the devs for that. Darksiders 2 definitely takes last, just simply because it's such a buggy mess. Actually, no, it's not it's not actually the combat wasn't buggy in Darksiders 2. The problem with Darksiders 2's combat was that it tried to be an MMO when it needed to be either an adventure game or a Dark Souls-like game. You can increase the amount of health that you have by exponential amounts, but without a consistent way to heal. If I didn't have that axe in Darksiders 2, that game would have taken me a whole lot longer to beat. I would have had a lot more deaths. Full Sail University? Really? Then again, what am I saying? If you actually want to work in the game industry in some capacity, you pretty much have to actually go to Full Sail. Hello. Hey, Lilith.
I told you to silence the traitor. No matter. The young one remains unaware of the power she possesses. The Council will deliberate this turn, and they will send war to Earth. A mistake. The final seal will be broken, and I will revel in the chaos. You may go.
Huh. Wait a minute. Continue to Armageddon 1. I'm gonna do cancel. We're gonna see what happens if we press cancel there. I feel Lilith is easily the most undeveloped character in this series. She didn't even have a line in this. So if anything, then I guess Death's events are completely untraceable. Fury's events clearly happen at some point. Which explains why Ulthane was alone, because Fury then became the protector of humanity. You know, honestly, that actually kind of wraps up in a nice little bow there. I want to see what happens here if we just press continue. I'm curious what'll happen. This has literally set us on the way. Yep, you literally just fight Fury from now on. What I'm actually curious about, though, is how little, like, when they said bosses, I don't understand what they meant by bosses when you fight Pride. I don't think I skipped many bosses.
Greetings.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of that's an unfortunate write-off for Strife. That's really unfortunate, honestly. Like, Strife getting his own tail. I mean, technically you could use Strife and literally just have him be Darksiders 4 and have him resolve anything related to the Charred Council and this mysterious force playing behind the scenes. And I feel like that's kind of... It kind of makes me wish, like, think that you didn't need it? Because obviously there was something playing behind the scenes since the very first Darksiders. It only just it became cemented though with Darksiders 2 story. And then Darksiders 3 I feel like kind of was left with, well, we have to use this for something, but they didn't really do anything with it. It's the thing I hate most about a lot of not so much games, but just in storytelling, is when you leave those little trails. It's basically, what is it? It's like the watching the Avengers movies. Like every single time, you know, like, oh, here's the next thing. And the only reason Marvel was actually successful with that is because, well, they planned it out, and it wasn't that they knew there were going to be a success, because there were definitely missteps along the way, Hulk being one of them, because that was originally part of Marvel's whole thing, and that actually didn't do great, and that was actually at the start. Like, right, we're talking like Iron Man 1, and then you probably had the original Hulk movie. But they had a lot of backing, though, at their time. Video game companies are, at least in comparison, are extremely volatile. Because you're not just simply writing a script and animating an actual story. You are literally having to create gameplay for the player to actually experience with the actual game itself. Hulk disappointed in him in the end. I could see why. Honestly, you kind of expected Hulk to be more of a prominent figure, and like, I feel like that's actually the most interesting part about a lot of writing this day and age is, like, okay, you know what? Take Red vs. Blue Zero, for example. Red vs. Blue Zero has a huge problem with it, and it really just comes down to poor writing. Not poor acting. I'm not going to give the voice actors any crap for any of this, but the writing for Red vs. Blue Zero literally probably needs to take about as much time as the actual length of the Blood Gulch Chronicles, just to actually establish your characters. Because right now, if you actually do watch that series, literally all you're actually watching is a bunch of characters who have little to no screen time, interactions, or acting, and just what's supposed to be the special super elite ops unit are nothing more than a pack of losers, losing consistently when you're actually watching them. Not a single moment, if you actually watch that series, do they actually pull out a win. Which is kind of dumb, honestly, when you realize that these are people who are supposed to be killing and murdering and, you know, fighting, and they're losing. And the only thing they're losing, and they're still alive, which is even the bigger You know, like, really? Why? It's like, it feels like there always takes, like, you know what, here, let's have the strongest character and let's just have them lose. I feel like you could make, like, give that a trope name or something. It's like, oh, here's our big bad, here's our big muscle here, he lost. We gotta leave it up to someone else now, or we gotta come back, like, a whole bunch later for them to actually win once. Does One Punch Man really does... I feel like One Punch Man, though, isn't... He's not a loser in the sense that he's losing. Like, you could definitely say, like, yeah, I think you're a loser.
Take your time.
But I could definitely see... What should we do, actually? Do we want to do, like, the Voids thing, or do we want... You know, let's be honest, we want to do the Crucible. We should probably do the Crucible. What I am curious, though... We'll do the Crucible, actually, for the rest of the night here. I feel like that'll take us a while.
Take your time.
Now, though...
As you wish.
Oh, I wish I could honestly have a separate save file. And the only reason I wish I could is literally just to go, how powerful could I actually make my weapons? Or how high of a level I could actually be. Everyone is fighting the villain and always lose, but here comes the hero. No, that's the point. No, that's... Well, it eventually comes out to that. It eventually comes out to that. But I mean... Imagine if you actually took One Punch Man and actually have him consistently lose. That's the dynamic I'm getting at. You could have a bunch of other characters appear and lose, and okay, that's fine. But I mean, like, say your main cast. Actually, you know what? I haven't actually... You know what? There's actually a good example of this. Who is his apprentice? One Punch Man's apprentice? I'm sorry, I'm not a fanatic about anything. I am not a fan about anything. Genos, that's it. Or Geno. Okay. Is it Genos or Geno? I feel like that's salt in the wound there for all the Geno fans out there for Super Mario or for Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'm gonna call him Genos just to be safe on it. But I think he's actually like the perfect example. Like clearly he's a hero. He does get his victories. But when it comes to actually like the moments of the main antagonists and such that actually appear in that series, he does nothing but lose. It is in itself a huge, gigantic, you know, trope. It's laughable. And that's the same thing like Red versus Blue has with the problem of that. And what you actually need is like all of this, like I would love to actually have the amount of character development to happen. I'll be honest, like I feel like the core moments of the story here with this game kinda waffled there between the Lord of the Hollows and that, and I feel like I still don't understand why there was a choice. Why there was actually options to choose there in this game. I feel like, honestly, the Darksiders writers definitely did not need to give the players choices, because now it makes me wonder, oh, well, what are the other endings here? What if I didn't get the Mysterious Stone Sigil? Do I actually get the Mysterious Stone Sigil no matter what? Thus making the whole meeting with Abraxas and the Lord of the Hollows... Well, maybe, actually, you probably do still need the Lord of the Hollows. Like, a complete waste of time. You know, it's those type of questions that I actually ask. And it honestly kind of... You know, it's just unfortunate, honestly. And for now, why don't we actually do a dry run here and mess around with the Crucible here. This is one of the DLCs that you can actually get in this game. There's another one, it's just the entire limbo there. Didn't actually really do much of the Crucible when I played Darksiders 2, so I'm actually kind of interested in seeing what we're going to get from this. So who's the champion of the Crucible here? Let's get Volgrim his meal ticket. Hey, you! You lost your legs. You lost your legs, buddy. What happened?
Fury! I see you received my invitation.
What is this place?
Welcome to the Crucible! I named it myself. Here, every warrior gets what they deserve. To the victors, the spoils, and to the weak, an early grave. The more enemies you slay, the farther into the Crucible you may pass. Should you meet an untimely end, your journey will come to a close. All you had earned will be lost, and you will begin the challenge anew. That is, unless you take advantage of progress points activated along the way. But be warned, horseman. Using a progress point will keep you from fully completing the challenge, assuring your absence from the pantheon of greatness. If you accept the offering, your journey into the Crucible ends. But if you decline, you stay the course with the promise of an even greater reward.
Crucible score. Each wave has a starting score value based on difficulty setting, increasing by plus 50 every consecutive five consecutive waves. Avoiding all damage during a wave will increase the score by 250 for a normal wave, or 625 for defeating a boss wave. Your score resets if you die or quit the Crucible. 1,000 points equals 1 token. An anime that's aired recently called Standing on 100 Million Lives. It's in the Isekai. I've seen a clip of that, actually. Yeah, I saw, like, that was actually the clips I saw, was basically like, oh, why aren't these characters coming back? They're constantly they're constantly being digested. That was kind of disgusting. It also has a really silly start.
Shall we proceed?
Scoring penalties. If an Undying Shards affects triggers during the Crucible, the total score gained up until that point will be reduced by 50%. Changing difficulty at any point in the Crucible will reset the score to 0 for that wave. Consumable other than Nephilim's Respite during a wave will decrease the score by 125 per item use. Interested. But who are you?
So, who are you exactly?
Why, I am Targon, champion of the Gilded Wilds, triumphant herald of the Shining Citadel. Surely you've heard of my legend?
Sadly, no. Not even a whisper.
Well, the horsemen have long been absent from the world. It's to be expected. What matters is that I am the respected overseer of the Crucible, which has tested the mettle of countless warriors throughout history. None have bested it, save myself.
We shall see how long that remains true.
I look forward to it.
All right, let's actually do it. Let's try a set of waves.
Warrior, ready to accept the challenge. Proceed.
All right. Oh, this is playing exactly like what the? Well, so much for the perfect. Oh, I'm glad I have the health regen. Like a weak blind of wind, my mind went to that of the water god. Stop. Okay, that is... the heck? Probably should actually use this. What the? There we go. Up. Hello? Oh, I can't change my, Where do these archers keep coming from? Alright. Since I'm gonna be able to get free health from that. Don't need your... Like, the only real complaint I have is, like, you really get punished if you dodge too early. Okay, so you do actually get health packs back. Really? 5 waves? That's it?
Each triumph brings you closer to the pinnacle. Will you stop here, content in the spoils of your victories so far? Or will you forego these meager earnings and instead carry onward for a chance at even greater riches?
So basically 5 waves, huh? I'm actually gonna continue. I want to actually see if there's a boss of sorts.
Death or glory?
I feel like there should actually be a boss here. Oh, come on, really? They're gonna put archers up here. Alright, where's the archers? Or, never mind, they're gonna put these... our hoppy boys. Oh, right, those guys can actually... Why am I not... I swear to God, my only actual real complaint about this game is the targeting system. Well, they did put archers up here. I think my other problem is basically you never know when you're actually going to be able to interrupt these enemies. Alright. Ah, crap. The heck? Or they can put the archer in the middle. Alright, where are you, archer? Ah, damn it. Hard to get perfects in this one. That's just rude. Instant attack. Right off the bat. Well, as long as the game keeps giving me, Oh my god, that's so many knives. Why weren't these guys that hard when I originally played this? It's every 10 waves.
Triumph brings you closer to the pinnacle. Will you stop here, or will death?
Oh! Was not expecting that. Freeze you. There we go.
Too low.
Yeah, stasis is definitely the best. At least if you're trying to get perfect. Or you can totally just screw up, and because these guys apparently just are quick attacking, and the target... What is with the targeting system in this game? Please, game. See, that, like, whenever they make that sound, I expect, like, a charge attack where I can't break their guard. Oh, I didn't know that was an attack. Oh, bomb boy! Oh, now I feel like I'm hitting a wall now.
Impressive.
Really, that counted as a flawless.
Each triumph, or death.
I'm going to assume level 25 is going to be like the boss wave. Ooh, a bonus multiplier. Ah, crap. There we go. I really hate... I hate that part, the whole getting up. I wish they did something better, a better solution for that, because actually you just get hit. Like, that's all that happens. It's like, you just get hit. does not want me to actually succeed here. I'm gonna assume I have to be level 100 just to actually beat this thing. I bet it, like, obviously, because it's a Dark Souls game, you could do it at any level. You could probably do this entire thing at level 1 if you really, well, you couldn't do the entire thing. Oh my god, I actually hope, now that I thought about it, I wonder if you actually can do the entire thing. See, that's what I have a problem with. Like, that's... the targeting system is the one thing they did not get right. Like, I'm okay fighting multiple enemies and such, but... if I need... they did not perfect the whole quick snap targeting. That's the issue I'm having with this. But that's like... an once you're actually used to the game complaint. It's like, I know I could do better, but... kind of a thing holding me back here. Well, so much for getting it perfect. Done? Oh, you're not done. I hate that. Like, that is definitely punishment. Like, if you don't get the counterattack, you're just screwed. Like, you're going to get hit no matter what. Because that follow-up is just way too quick on that attack animation. But stasis is definitely the best for this. Without a doubt in my mind. The others will let you do damage. I'll be able to do damage.
Each triumph for the great...
Great pride, great warrior, yada yada yada. Oh, they have a fire breath. I don't think there was a crucible in the original. Now that I think about it. I don't think there was one at all. Really? Oh yeah, I definitely am at a point where I'm peaking. The enemies are actually becoming a challenge. This is a problem. Probably should do this now. Save myself some help. Also, being able to just instantly stop an attack would also be very nice. Or instantly go into a dodge, I should say. Guessing this is a reprieve round.
You will fall.
You just gotta dodge perfectly every time. At least I have my Fury gauge back. Wave 25. Well, that was Gore, the Beast of the Poison Flame. Oh, he's gonna explode. Oh, he definitely exploded. Also, I'm not taking a chance. What? Oh! You are a big boy. Really? That's a ground attack? Really? Yep. So much. What? Come on, do the thing. Thank you. I really hate that little bump he does is annoying. Oh, right, he explodes. Oh, okay, so our achievements every 25 then.
Will you stop here, or will you forge on?
Wait a minute.
Yes, Horseman. What is on your mind?
It's just that I swear I've heard of this crucible before, but not of you. Perhaps there is another.
Rest assured, Horseman. This is the only true crucible you will ever encounter. Any others are a farce. Likely overseen by a foolish, incompetent, insufferable good-for-nothing.
I'm sensing a story here.
Not at all. As I said, this is the only crucible of note. Just this one. No others. Zero.
Right.
I have to say one thing about that. I feel like the Crucible is a lot more comedic this time around. I want to see his wares.
Crucible is not without reward, Horseman. As you progress, you will receive tokens, which you may exchange with me for exceptional goods. Or you can continue to wager them on future attempts, ensuring a sizable payout. Should you survive, of course. Take a look, Horseman. I may have something that interests you.
Uh-huh. Oh. Chaos Bringer's armor? Reaper's Shadow Mail? I also just noticed one other thing. You don't get a, You do not get a, what do you call it? Abyssal armor set, actually. So we could buy ingredients. So oh, these are all infinite, so you just keep doing the Crucible over and over and over again. Oh, so you can actually... So you can actually unlock everything. You could basically max out all the enhancements in this game. Obviously, you're still only allowed to equip a certain amount, but still. Or at least get the passives. What's this do here, though? Chaos Bringer's armor. The roars of conflict surge through this armor, forging the wearer into a weapon of destruction. Increased physical damage, damage reduction, and more health. Reaper Shadow Mail. Okay, so these are going to be based off the Horseman here. Fused with the Frenzy Spirits claimed by the Reaper, this set turns killing into an art form. More arcane damage, lurchers killing when an enemy, and health regeneration per minute. That's actually also really good. I That's a word I've never come across before. Panoply of Champions? Those that earn the Panoply of Champions will have their names stitched into the very fabric of the universe, immortalized for all time. Havoc regeneration, Havoc form duration. Oh, so basically you could just stay in your Havoc form. Can only be socketed into the Flame Hollow weapon. 5% chance to ignite target, 10% Flame Wrath from Enkindle Enraged. And So that's what they mean then.
Better safe than sorry, I suppose.
Crucible token. How many did I get? I got, what, 16?
Care to give it? Take a look, horse.
Okay, so now I do get it.
Something that interests you.
Alright. There is gonna be one.
Very well. The Crucible will remain open to you should you reconsider.
The star reminds me of Konosuba, but not reminds me enough of it to stop watching it. Like a weak blast of wind, my mind went to that of the water god. Konosuba is a weird series for me. It's like, it honestly probably would have been one of the things I watched, but I never knew of its existence, and it feels like it always just comes down to a point like fandoms go so deep nowadays. It's like, great, if I'm not on board at the start, I'm not gonna have a good time with it.
As you wish.
Alright.
Take your time.
So now that I know this, why don't we do something stupid? We have a lot of souls that we never cashed in at all. We never cashed in the Grand Lurcher Crystal. We never cashed in anything here. So short of the Luminous Visages here, we'll actually cash those in last. Let's actually see how powerful we actually become. And just to make sure, we are going to get Lurchers. We're going to get Lurchers no matter what, an increase of 5%. I want to actually do a let's get to a zero sum, and let's see how many souls and how many levels we're gonna get. So we are at currently, I'll throw this in health for now. That's always the safest to do. All right, let the grand destruction commence here. How many souls will we get from this? And we have a nice, like, this is actually the only thing I like here, is that they need to add a buy multiple, but I wish they had that. But they did give us a Shatter All, so this will at least save us a lot of time. So that was from Envy there, and then we got all the clumps we've collected. That brought us to 1,086. That gave us another 2,900. That gave us about 4,800. That gave us about 12,000. That was a big that was a big jump. 82,000. 187,000. Oh my god. That gave us a 250. Only one. That's a shame. All right.
Make sure they scream.
All right, Volgrim. Let's see how many levels I can get. Actually, I'm not going to get that many levels. Well, we got to level 50. I probably should have saved a lot more of these clusters. Level 54. Just put all of those in there. Level 54, so we got an extra 17 levels to play with. Alright, so what I'm definitely going to be doing is increasing my damage. I feel like health is actually fine. Jeez, only 4% increase. That is brutal. Wow. I guess you can have unlimited levels. That is impressive. Really want to increase my arcane damage. I probably should actually increase my health here. Let's actually do this. Get up to level 20. You know what? Let's get the 69. Level... Jeez, that wasn't as much. Like, I could actually give myself an extra 9 levels, but let's be honest, we're going to be gaining souls here as we fight through the Crucible. At least I'm assuming we're going to get souls. Making a big assumption with that. We'll keep with the Stasis Hollow.
For now.
Alright. Let us see how far we can actually get in the Crucible.
Care to give it another try?
I do. And we'll be starting from the beginning. I want to see if we can actually make it all the way down to the bottom.
A brave warrior, ready to accept the challenge. Proceed!
I am still not doing enough damage.
Too slow.
It's not as much damage as I thought I would get. That is nowhere near as much damage as I thought it would get. Uh-oh. Okay. Come here, bugs. Ah, darn it. At least now I know how their AI works.
Too slow.
Stop. Do appreciate that stasis. This is the only part that kind of sucks.
Give him what for.
I will give him what for. Thank you. Why? Can I please move? Thank you. That is annoying. Like, if you miss the first, you get the first dodge, but you don't get the evade. You just end up getting yourself murdered from that. I already have the potential for a much higher score than I normally do. What the heck am I targeting out there? And also the good news is I'm also getting souls from this. Alright. Love that stasis shield. This is gonna be very annoying. I'm really misreading these missiles.
Each triumph or death or
Death or glory. Oh. Okay, that works. Everyone just loves throwing their swords. Not gonna get a... I didn't get the perfect. You're gonna need a... I'm fairly confident you're gonna need to do the Crucible like 3 or 4 times just to actually get everything. Also, having these guys constantly freeze me, really annoying. Hey, how's it going, Savior? Of course I'm imperfect. I'm only human. Well, no, apparently right now I'm an amazing... I'll admit, I would... A bod like this is something to die for. No. How the heck is that guy alive? And that completely hit the wrong target for everything. How's your night been going, man? Hopefully you've had a good week so far. Are you done? Hello? There you are. I don't know if I can actually do 100% of the pinnacle of the Crucible here. I think you actually might need to be level 100. I really wish I could actually hit multiple targets for that. Can't complain. It's been... At least it's Christmas week. Honestly, I feel like it's gonna be very underwhelming for Christmas, at least for me. I don't know, I'm kind of in a mixed emotion, honestly. There we go. I did finish, we did actually just beat, Alright, this is getting ridiculous. Please, okay. Really? Alright. Could have actually buffed this up. Well, it won't be the same, it just... I wonder, actually, hang on a second, I'm gonna do something stupid. Nope, missed it. I wonder. This will make things easier, at least. Okay, no, the... Salvation does not have anything special. I honestly thought Salvation would have something special. Oh, swordsman. I swear, I wish, like, you could just snap dodge. That's my only actual, like, desire with this game. Because the moment the enemies start blocking... Not expecting a spin.
Keep it up!
Any plans for your Christmas? Alright. Let's pick him out. See, these guys have so much health, and I have double damage output. Man, no one has plans this Christmas. It's weird. Oh, that was just... That's even more rude. I should not... I'm gonna have to remember these guys actually do that. Oh, wait. Hello! I could really use my... Alright, that's annoying. Ah, that's too far away. Don't run away from me, you insolent. All right. We're trying to do all 100 floors of the Crucible here. We beat the game. Kind of a... It was an interesting and a very abrupt ending, honestly. Oh, I got lucky. Gotta rebuild up that health. Actually, I'm not really worried about health. Or maybe I should. Oh, there was two of them. No wonder why. I was like, why am I not getting any? Damn it. Have yourself a good night, Newton. Thanks for stopping by, man. Ah, why do I get greedy with this? Oh, that just looked nice. I wish there was a faster way to kind of turn around really quickly. Okay, that skeleton did not... Ghoul did not deserve it. There we go. Oh! I really hate that headbutt. I really hate that headbutt. I can't believe I lost that. That was my entire health bar. I'm upset. That's like an hour just to get through that. I should have just increased my health. I feel a little underserved by the damage in this game. I really do. Like, my weapon is actually doing as much damage as possible. You know what? Let's actually do this instead. I need horse armor. Well, at least you keep all the souls. That's a nice...
Give it another try. Operate.
Was not expecting, like, an instant GIMP combo there. Speaking of instant GIMP. Like, that's the weird part. Like, there definitely are diminishing returns. There are definitely diminishing returns when it comes to leveling up. And so it makes... How? Seriously, I really wish you could instantly snap to another enemy. That was like... I need to start using my Fury more. See, the hammer, I feel like, is your only real main damage output. But I didn't upgrade my arcane damage, so this is not doing as much damage as it should. Oh. The only other problem is that it's really slow. And you can't switch out when you actually, like, overall, I actually really do like what they did with the game. You need to go. Come here. There we go. Okay, 5. Get over here. Just to let you know, this is with double. This is basically like double my damage output, too. Actually, more than double. I need to start using my Fury attacks. That's the other thing I need to start doing. Because, like, with this form here, I can just do an AoE that just pushes everyone away. Like that. That's evil. Really hate you guys. Guys were no problem in the main campaign. Why here, out of all places, you're just like the rudest enemies I've ever fought. Yes. Much for that. Want to come up here again? Maybe they're buffed in the Crucible. Oh, they probably are to a point. But I feel like this game... I feel like this game is definitely a static difficulty, with maybe the exception of the... Maybe the exception of the sins. Really? It's not over? Come on. I shouldn't worry about the score. I'm not going to worry about the score. Those guys with the swords there, they're where things start to go south. The hammer breaks their guard, which is really, really nice. Alright, come here, buddy. Unless you can apparently just one cycle them. I won't get the high score. It really is that simple. That's the answer. Just don't get the high score. I'm surprised he didn't get hit there. Would you like to come up here? Oh, they do want to come up here. That is impressive. You never want to come up to range. Like I said, when you actually get the evade, it feels really good.
Each tour. Give 'em one.
When you actually get the evade, it feels really good. There we go. And every 1,000 points, I'll get a token. So that's the reason, honestly, why I'm actually was focused on score, but I should focus on survival, because clearly I'm not going to be a high enough level for this. I wish I knew a better combo for the hammer. Wish I knew a better combo for the hammer. What is going on here? There. Wish that did more damage. Ah, I hate when I... Oh dear. Sorry, I kind of got spoiled by one of my other forms here, the Stasis form here. Stasis form pretty much lets me be invulnerable. Alright, fine. Please stop following me, bug bombs. Yo.
Each tour. Give them what?
I do like this. Like, it literally is just a straight throwdown. And you do get the souls, at least. So, that's super nice. Probably should actually start using the basic combo, because the basic combo, you just hold down the attack button, and it just gives you what you need. It'll actually lead to just a slam down attack. Oh, okay. Let's really hopeful that would actually result in something. Really? I got hit from that. What? Why am I targeting him? I swear I'll never understand this game's targeting system. Like, my main complaint about this targeting system is just it sometimes just targets the most random person and doesn't actually snap to its nearest target. And I don't know if I should actually blame, like, because they created a new combat system, and the other option was the control scheme. Like, you had a choice, basically. The original control scheme. Bother me here. Alright. You're annoying. Probably actually heal. I need to remember to actually go into battles with full health. That's the other thing that's killing me here. And there goes the perfect. Just gotta remember to focus on survival. That's what I need to do. Was that wave? That was wave 20. Okay. Oh no, never mind. It wasn't wave 20. I could have sworn there was another... Come here, buddy. Come here. Yep.
Each triumph or death.
So it's every 25 waves. You can always stop at 5 waves, but if you want the good stuff. You want the good stuff. Ah, stupid breath attack. I would. Enough. Yeah, those guys are gonna be a problem for me. No. I think if anything, one of the reasons this is just a lot more difficult is because I'm also playing on Apocalypse. I'm dead. No, I'm not. Oh my god, I can't believe I actually got that. I can't believe I actually got that. I can't believe I survived that. I should not have lived through that. Now I understand why the health steal. Now I understand why the health steal. Wish that should do so much more damage. That should do so much more damage. There we go. Gore. I hate that charge move. That charge move is the most annoying attack that he has. I can't dodge that. It's too quick. I completely forgot he actually explodes. I literally almost died because of that.
Will you stop? The greater...
Let's keep going. Let us keep going. I should have done the other attack. These guys are just going to become pure sponges, and I actually hate that. Need to actually play a little safer. Because I need to actually... I need to get my Nephilims back. Now I see why, like, the potency one's also important. Ah, why? Really? I hate that. I literally doubled my damage output, and I still have absolutely nothing in damage output. That really actually upsets me. I threw every single soul I had. That is upsetting. And what's worse, that was only 12,000 souls for all that effort.
What would you ask of this? This will be fun for both of us.
That is just sad. I can't believe, like, I have double my damage output. And I only have that much to show for it. And I even increased my health by 200 more points. I know that's not, doesn't sound like a lot, but it kind of is a lot. No, unfortunately, no. They're sponges like they're actually more like Patrick. They're just so dense. No matter what you do, they'll never get the point. I'm actually bothered by that. Like, I was honestly expecting like a uber amount of an upgrade. But instead I got Jack. That is honestly kind of rude. Makes me actually want to think how I have these things actually set up now. Like, the worst part is I actually have the damage reduction one, too. I should be taking a lot more damage, actually. Yeah, I wish I actually could have upgraded... Wait a minute. How many of those things do I have, anyway? 1 second. Time out.
Good eating. Please take your time.
Can I actually convert one of these into a balance? I think I can actually get the Havoc one into a balanced.
Well, that's all right. Let's see what I can do for you.
No. Really? Right, I was actually mad because I was one off. That evade invincibility window is starting to actually look a lot more useful. Same thing with not item drop chance. You're not going to get items from it. Maybe not potency. Well, you'll probably actually get a lot from potency. Sucks. I'm literally one angel token off. I don't even think I can actually buy that either.
What would you ask of this? Please take your time.
I thought I could change that and like double my my fury regeneration. It's not going to help too much, honestly, because my fury damage is actually kind of sucks. I feel like that's the part that, like, it was actually good at the start, but now they really kind of just made it meh.
Take a look, horseman. I may have something that interests you.
You do, actually.
Take a look, horseman. I may have some very well.
He actually does, because I can buy that and now make that increase my Fury regeneration. I know it may not seem... Oh, not Fury. Yeah, Fury. What am I saying? I have all the regeneration in this game, and I guess it doesn't actually amount to Jack and Squat. I'm starting to actually think if I had the, I'm really trying to struggle here. How can I actually increase my damage output?
What do you need? All right. Let's see what
All
I
right.
can do. Some of my best work. Anything that was possible. But now, you're even deadlier.
There we go.
Interest. Take care. And, watch your back, eh?
Now, what I actually should do... 35% damage with this weapon is full. Physical and arcane. Okay, yeah, that has the regeneration, so that's fine. That does increase damage. Wrath regeneration per hit. You know what, actually? I'm gonna give that the Enoch. I'm gonna give you the Azazel. Because I'm not worried about generating Wrath. Just getting the Wrath regeneration is more than enough. And getting the Havoc is actually much more important.
What would you ask?
Alright, let's try this one more time. Let's try this one more time. I really am curious. Like, it feels like half of this game it scales and the other half it doesn't, and it's really weird. And I just don't know which one to actually say is what's actually happening. Also, I don't know which one I should actually go with here. I don't... Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think stasis... You know, I'm going to keep with the Force. The only reason I'm going to stay with the Force there is because you don't actually do damage with the,
Care to... Operate.
Let's try this again. Let's try this again. This is honestly annoying. I've died twice here, actually. I feel like if this game had a smoother combat system or snappier combat system, or maybe the enemy, like, I feel like honestly the enemies being fatter is just my fault. It's just because I chose a higher difficulty. So it's hard for me to actually complain. Really? You know the worst part is I haven't even fought, like, the enemies at the very end. Like, I'm still fighting, like, all of the first area enemies. That's kind of upsetting, actually, when I think about that. I honestly also wish, like, you just had War's combat system in here. Like, where he doesn't do all this gymnastics and such.
Each tour. Death.
What the? Nope, switch. Oh, I really wish that... That's the other part of the combat system I'll never understand. Like, it makes sense that they would actually be over... Like, you would target that character. But at the same time... Gonna charge at me? Guess not. Why? Dude, you have a... Giving enemies super armor is rude. I feel like part of their combat system, what they really wanted to do was just be able to have you knock down enemies. And I feel like they missed that part. That's gonna hurt. Also, I like the I feel like just having to constantly do all these dodges is the other issue. Like, the game is so parry heavy or dodge heavy that it's like this perfect dodge, and that's honestly the only type of dodge you should ever do. Like, I hate the fact that I'm actually punished for doing another type of just like barely missing the window. Go.
Each tour. Give them one.
Kinda also wish this was just faster. Like, that's my only actual complaint with the Crucible. This is so drawn out because of how fat they actually made all these enemies. I do not care about your ability to explode. So I'm really bad at timing this. It is. That does so much damage. Why is the combat so freaking slow? It's at the worst pace where it's like, great, you're doing slow, but you need to be moving a whole lot faster. Oh, I just realized where I am. Oh, that's...
Each triumph brings you closer.
Oh god, I just realized I'm gonna have to actually deal with seeing all of that Tim ass. Oh man, I'm not ready for that. That is such a weird video too to publish. I mean, it's not the most disgusting thing I've seen on YouTube, but still. Please, game, give me a targeting system that works for Christmas here. I really hate this game's combat system. I really hate this game's combat system. Also would really like... See, that's my problem with the perfect dodge system in this game. It puts you in the worst positions possible. Like, hey, you did a good you got a dodge? Cool. Now you have to not counterattack because you'll just head towards the wrong target. Oh, it does actually do arcane damage. Get up there, Fury. That was, I can't believe that was a flawless. Ah. There you go. Really? A charged force doesn't actually work for you? I'm insulted that Charged Force Blast doesn't actually work against him. I would think that all the characteristics would follow through. Well, at least I got my health back. Really hate that about this game. Like, I know it's just a simple do a double jump. And you'll miss, and they'll miss, but still, it's still dumb. Like, with how quick they can actually just pull out their attacks. I would really love to be able to get a perfect guard off right now. Where I don't get punished. Still really wish. I don't know why they didn't fix that combo. Like, the forward combos are supposed to be the highest damage in the game because it's a risk versus reward because you're basically charging right into the enemy. And they didn't fix the whip combo.
Each try or
Alright. Come on! Oh! I can't beat the Crucible. I cannot even beat the first section of the Crucible. Honestly, the real actually, like, the combat system works, but they can never, ever, like, honestly, I feel like if they really just copy-pasted the entire combat system from Darksiders 1 and not try and be like, I actually was okay with the... Let me back up, actually, and clarify why here before I can actually complete a sentence here. So here's the issue. Darksiders 1. Heart containers, you had basically, you could always actually strain health from enemies and stuff. It was perfect. And you also had potions if you absolutely needed them. And then it all went downhill for Darksiders 2. Like, the Darksiders 1 system wasn't perfect. There was still times where you would get hit and you would get punished and such. That was fine. But I would compare this combat system closer to Darksiders 2, where every time you press the dodge button, you're actually setting yourself up, because they basically reduce the amount of vulnerability frames. And I know there's actually... There is an actual item in this game that will actually let you not have to worry about that. Like, there is the, where was it? Here it is, the Obscurus. And I feel like I should have actually taken that over anything else, because that increases your invincibility window. But why would you actually make your... Like, I hate it when they undercut their own combat system. Because anytime I see something like that, it's like, no, you could have made your combat system better. Make your combat system equal. Because every time I do a dodge, I hate the fact that, like, every time I do a perfect dodge, I'm actually punished for it. I can't monopolize, like, what I've actually have earned. Because these guys, like, obviously it's apocalyptic difficulty. It's not even the highest difficulty. That's actually the rudest part about this game. Like, where was it? Actually, yeah, it might be in gameplay, actually. Yeah, I can actually increase the difficulty to Reckoning, and Reckoning is even worse. It literally is, hey, I can't believe that's actually a forced respawn, that's funny. Reckoning difficulty literally even shrinks your evade time window even smaller. Like, it is intentionally unfair. And I absolutely hate that about this. I'm willing to say, I actually hate the Crucible mode here, because, like, how can I earn, what was it, 20 levels, and actually feel weaker doing the Crucible here? Like, I can't believe I actually feel weaker doing the Crucible than I did actually going through the game itself.
Care to give it a...
I'm gonna do this, though. I'm gonna just start at wave 26 here. Because this is silly. This is silly that I cannot get. Like, if you're going to make a game where, like, an area that's going to be a great equalizer, it should just be the Crucible. Oh, we have ourselves someone special.
Stand in my way.
It also doesn't help that the Havoc and Wrath attacks don't happen instantaneously. Out of my life. Of course it doesn't actually hit him. I don't even know what happened there. That's... It is on trial, and right now I am not a fan of it.
You will fall.
It's because it's brutal. Like, and I feel like half of the problem actually is, oddly enough, like, the targeting system's fault. What? Don't need all these enemies being... freaking... fat. I don't need all these guys being fat boys here. Why did I switch targets for no good reason?
each try, or give them what?
Like, all you need to do is just fall into a really bad combo and you're instantly dead. I should have just thrown everything into health. I really should have just thrown everything into health. I'm actually mad at myself for not doing that. I should have actually done that. Stop. To the bugs to bother the heck out of me. What also sucks, the enemies just instantly spawn and they're instantly in attack mode. There's a zero lag for those guys in attacking. I cannot believe I can't beat the Crucible. I'm actually kind of sickened. Like, if you beat the game, you should be, like, the Crucible should not be harder. Like, I get the Crucible being a little bit harder than the game, but it's, like, the hard part should literally be at stage 4. Not stage 2. Not stage 1. I guess if anything, a Dark Souls combat system and a what do you call it? A Dark Souls combat system and this doesn't mix. I need that lifesteal. I should have taken that lifesteal. Actually, hang on a second. Can I actually even... Do I even have that? There was a lifesteal one, wasn't there? And I'm gonna hate myself. One damage. Oh, demonic. It's the demonic chaos. Yeah, I should have leveled that up. I should have leveled that up. That was my own fault. That was my own fault. I mean, it's not going to make too much of a difference just because I don't have much health at all, but still. Really? Really wish that actually did a lot more damage. I was honestly expecting to be able to raffle stomp this way through, and this game just said, no. No. Because our combat system is not the ideal environment. I should have actually known this game would be... I feel like a game like this, like, if you're gonna make the enemies this meaty, I get the point of doing, like, having you fight multiple enemies at once. Really? It's just disgusting.
Each tour. Death or...
Like, I now realize why there's no level cap in this game, though. This game has 0 level cap. So you could probably actually get a level 200 character. I mean, it's not going to do too much, but... But it's definitely encouraging, like, multiple playthroughs to a kind of ridiculous level, actually, of how much they want you to replay through this. Oh, that was not good. Okay. Fine. True, I do need to dream bigger. That is... Yeah, hell, you want Hellsteel in this. I wish that hammer throw was a lot... What the... Yeah, no wonder why I think stasis is actually what you should be using in this thing. Like, stasis just gives you... The damage is nice from Scorn, but you just want the freaking... You just want the... be able to actually mitigate the damage. It just comes to the question, do I actually want... Hey, we're actually at... Actually, no, I actually hate to say this. We're actually still in, like, the first area's enemies still. After all of this, we're still in the first area's enemies. I still can't believe I have to say that. We're still in the first area's enemies. What? No, I don't. No. I really hate... I hate that. I hate that enemy. That enemy is just really dumb. I wish there was actually a better way to deal with him.
Each tour. Death or...
Also, I don't remember, like, my wrath draining as quickly. Really? Alright, I guess these spiders are just beef tanks now. See, I think that's why I like Darksiders 1 difficulty the best. It's the most balanced because you had to set up the difficulty. This here, they're just making them fat for no reason. And I know, at least in the first one, they even made enemies stronger and fatter in the higher difficulties, but even then, they at least showed restraint. This is more of like, this is the same problem like the Darksiders 2 and all MMOs and all other standard difficulty games actually deal with. It's like, let's just make them fatter. I do not need to fight fat boys. Also, what's nice about the stasis armor, the little... That is so annoying that you actually just don't get anything from that. It is so unsatisfying. I am fat shaming. I am fat shaming these enemies because they should not have this much health. They need to go and lose some weight and get nerfed. Also, I wish the ice actually lasted longer on these guys. Both aggressive boys. See, I feel like when you, like, the more I play this, the more I realize, like, mixing... Why do I keep wanting to say God of War? This isn't God of War combat. Oh! I can't believe I went through that without getting hit. I can't believe I went through that without getting hit. That should not have happened. Really? You go through the entire... You don't even let me do the entire animation. That's actually rude.
Too slow.
Ah, shoot. Really? Again, Dead Cell wannabe enemies are... That's just rude. Hey, how's it going, Blue Plague? Been a while since you've been around here. Hope you've been well. Nope, missed that. Dead Space. I meant Dead Space. I meant Dead Space. I meant Dead Space. Do what I do. Always watch at 140p. Or 144p. What the? You're still alive? Ah. Alright. Alright. No, turn! I really hate... You know what actually could have used improvement throughout this entire thing? Throughout the entire Darksiders series, I realized there's actually one thing they should have actually improved on. That Havoc system. And the button combination to actually activate it. I was actually trying to activate that. And because the buttons didn't want to respond, because this... Actually, hang on a second, I want to see something. Okay. You know what? I got nothing. This game is such a button-busy game that I cannot even actually think of a single button combination to literally just make it an instant active. Because they combined their combat system with a Dark Souls combat system. I actually don't know what they could actually do. I'm mad at this. I'm mad that I'm getting my butt whooped at this when it shouldn't actually be this difficult. It's just frustrating, honestly. Like, I was expecting, if you double your native damage output in this game, and it means jack all by the time you run into endgame, you gotta be kidding me. I'm honestly a little sad, actually. I was expecting the Crucible to actually be a little bit easier. At least this game is easy. I wish. I wish. Honestly, like, I'll say this, actually. The actual story of the game. This is considered DLC. They actually made this DLC. The actual story of the game isn't actually bad. It really isn't. It's honestly actually good. I think there's definitely, like... I think, if anything, the big miss with this game's, at least story-wise, was actually where we were tonight. Where we literally reached the end game here. Everything, like, it should have been, as strange as it sounds, what it actually should have been was, they should have taken away the choices. So in other words, whatever, if there is a true ending or alternate endings with this game, I feel like that's honestly bullcrap. It shouldn't actually have it if it does have alternate endings. And it should have actually built towards that eventual discovery and clash. Like, if I could actually change the entire order of everything actually happening, and it actually makes me realize this. I could have gone straight to Pride and completely missed out on the Lord of the Hollows. And I feel like that's actually the great miss with this game story-wise. I don't know if it's a fact, but I'm actually going to look it up tomorrow. I'm gonna look it up after this stream, and I still feel like I actually would be right saying if I didn't go back to the Lord of the Hollows for his binary choice, and I honestly feel like the choice wouldn't actually matter. It makes me think, honestly, the only difference in terms of the end would literally just be, hey, did you kill Pride first so you didn't get the item you needed, or did you? Just because of the grand betrayal at that end. %. Just, I feel defeated, honestly. To be fair, I didn't even do the Crucible in Darksiders 2, because in Darksiders 2, they gimp you in your levels.
Good eating. Take your time as you... This will be fun for... As you wish. Please, take your time.
Oh, you know what? I get why. You know what? Now I get why Pride's why the warning of the story is connected to Pride and not... Yeah, there has got to be multiple endings to this game. Just simply because of that.
Well, Matt Fury, all right. Let's see what I can do for you.
I don't even have any more demonic artifacts either. Yeah, 6% weapon damage from health. You know what? That's not a lot, but that would actually do a lot. I mean, technically you can power up everything just by doing the Crucible over and over and over again. But you would actually need to quit the Crucible to be able to cash in all of those tokens. Like, I could honestly make a better argument that it actually might be easier to actually just simply play through this game again and find every single artifact for the angels and demons rather than... Because you'll go in the game, New Game Plus, so you'll actually keep your levels and such, rather than doing the Crucible and leveling up each of these. Still sucks, man. Still, it makes me feel bad, man. I wasn't able to actually beat the Crucible. I honestly feel like this is the self-contained problem that Darksiders 2 had as well. It's not a self-contained game. Darksiders 1 was like... I don't know why. Like, I feel like the need for game developers to have you constantly go back and play your game and play a stupid amount of hours into your game is actually what is honestly causing probably a lot of fatigue with buying and playing games, actually. Because you're never actually done. This game is not hard to find different endings. So there are different endings then. Is that actually confirmation? So there are actually different endings with this game? I mean, to be fair, there really is only... Like, the way I would think about it, there really is only technically 2 endings you could actually get. Despite there being only 2 moments where you get to choose, there are only effectively 2 endings. And the way I see them are simply... Did you go back to the Lord of Hollows? If not, you've doomed humanity. Or did you kill Azazel and defy the Lord of the Hollows? There you go, you get the good ending. Because obviously I don't think there's actually a true ending in this game. Because it would make no sense for there to be a middle ground of saying, let's kill the Lord of the Hollows, but we didn't kill Azazel. And then don't kill, like, okay, you promise not to kill, or you promise to kill the Lord of the Hollows, but you don't actually kill him. And it's such a binary choice. There's like 2 choices throughout this entire game, and the flaw with it all is because there's actually no requirement to go back. And I feel like that's actually the pinnacle part of the game. You actually have to be a willing explorer and go back to the Lord of the Hollows den. I'm just... I honestly thought increasing my damage... What was it? I was at 50% physical strength. I literally doubled my damage output. And it meant nothing. Which means I would probably need, like... I would probably need literally another 50 levels just to stand a chance. I would probably need another 50 levels. Like, and that's the other reason why I didn't actually go into the portal, is because there's still a whole section of DLC in this game that I didn't even explore, because there's two sections. There's the Crucible, and then there's the actual Void itself. Because apparently that wasn't actually in the game when this game came out. Also, I want to actually find the last of the people, too, because I feel like I actually missed a person.
As you wish.
But story mode itself, it's actually fine. It is a perfectly fine game. But I feel like the DLC, and I feel like the moment they try to increase everything, that's when things kind of go awry. Like, this is still definitely, like, leagues better than Darksiders 2. Just because I have a more enjoyable experience playing 50 levels to stand against the Crucible. Because the Crucible is basically... Because here's the problem with the combat system with this game. You have no invulnerability frames. And that in itself can actually be fine. Like, okay, no invulnerability frames. Fine. But there's no other damage mitigation when you're actually in the heat of combat. So the only actual damage mitigation you will actually have when you're fighting enemies is actually pressing the evade button. That is it. There's no blocking. There's nothing. There's like... Yeah, you could probably move around, but honestly, enemies in this game fight more like Dark Souls 2 enemies. Enough with the Darksiders 2 hate. No, because I like the story. I like the premise of Darksiders 2, but the problem is all the game mechanics get in its own way from actually being enjoyable. And it actually makes the same fault as this game does. It's like, great, higher difficulty means let's just... And this is that's a common criticism I have towards a lot of games. It's like, the higher the difficulty, because I like playing games on higher difficulty, is let's just increase the health and let's increase the damage of enemies. That doesn't actually... That should not work. And that should not be applied in a Dark Souls style game. At the very least, for your new games stuff. New Game Plus, I would actually expect that enemies would have more health. That makes sense. But just a straight new game and you had difficulties? This is a game that actually should not have had a difficulty mode. And literally make it so anytime you beat the game and go through the game again, that's when the game gets harder. They really actually should have copied that bar none, but instead they did the mixed middle ground. And this game... That's like the one part of this game actually gets in its own way about. Because, like, the combat system, by default, like, you are rarely in a situation through the story mode of fighting a bunch of enemies at once. Because they're all set to aggro within a certain visibility range. You could be far away from enemies, and they won't actually go against you unless you attack them. But, no, I'm not gonna stop with, like, I'm not gonna, like, here's the thing. I'm not gonna call Dark Souls 2, like, a terrible game. It isn't. I feel like the game developers poorly designed it for the actual game mechanics itself. Increased difficulty should make enemies have different attacks. You know, I would actually be okay with that. That would actually make sense. Different attack patterns. They could be a little bit more aggressive. You know, if you actually want to give enemies super armor, great. Fine. Like, they technically actually do in this game. They do have a charge attack where no matter what attack you actually do, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap things up too. I'm actually gonna wrap things up. Like, well, I'll be honest. I actually don't know what I'm gonna be doing for the next stream because I didn't plan ahead. Honestly, I was actually expecting this to take another night. I was expecting that, but I'll figure out something. I might take a break tomorrow just simply because of that. Obviously, Christmas. I don't know if actually I'll be streaming on Christmas. I actually might stream on Christmas. But as always, though, you'll always see me post on Twitter if I do actually stream. And of course, there's always my Discord as well. Overall, though, like I said, I think this is better. Like, if I was going to say, story-wise, Darksiders 1, Darksiders 3, then Darksiders 2. Gameplay, once again, Darksiders 1, Darksiders 3, then Darksiders 2. And I'm like, don't take that as a reference of saying Darksiders 2 is a bad game. I feel like between the bugs and trying to make the game like an MMO, that's what causes me to not like that game the least out of the group. Character-wise, I actually like Death. I've always had a Discord. If you scroll down, it's actually there. There's a link straight to my Discord. Even in the About Me page, there's the link to the Discord. Like, always. I know it's a constant thing here. A lot of people never actually do, but, like, always scroll down. Like, I know a lot of that information you're probably actually used to seeing. You're on mobile. Oh, that would actually make sense then. That would actually make sense. It's even on my Twitter, like no, actually no, is my Discord on my Twitter account? No, it isn't actually, now that I think about it. No, but anytime you're on my Twitch page, there's an about, even like the about section has the Discord link as well as the panels have a Discord link. Both right then and there. Oh my god, I'm actually mad. I'm mad because like it noticed that I switched to keyboard and mouse, and here, how to use your Havoc mode. One button. Why isn't it that? Anyway, let's leave. Let's leave. Let us leave before I actually mess around anymore with this. I'll figure out something. You know I always do figure out something, but unfortunately, that brings the end, at least to our Darksiders December. I don't actually own Darksiders Genesis. As fun as that game would play, I feel like that's... Like, I understand that game is a prequel. That game is a prequel, so before, it doesn't even remotely touch the story of this series at all. It's purely a prequel where they allow you to actually play Strife. But, until then, though, thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys... As I say, tomorrow will be Christmas Eve, and I hope you have yourselves a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holidays. Until then, take care.